Hi everyone and welcome. This is Francesca from Social Work Portal. We're going to discuss how to incorporate the strength-based approach in social work. This approach focuses on positives in a client's life rather than the deficits. You'll learn how to ask strength-focused assessment questions, write non-stigmatizing progress notes, and about co-designing client-led care plans that spark real resilience. When we discuss strength-based social work techniques, we're talking about a fundamental shift in how human service professionals view client care. Rather than focusing solely on problems or diagnostic labels, strength-based case management focuses on recognizing the innate strengths, values, and environmental assets every individual possesses. So let's explore what is a strength-based approach in social work. Historically, social welfare models operated on a medical deficit framework, focusing almost exclusively on pathology and what was lacking. The strengths perspective shifts the focus toward empowerment in social practice. As social workers, the primary job is to help clients identify their existing problem-solving skills, relationship assets, and coping mechanisms to overcome life's hurdles. I'm going to give you 3 clear steps for how to use strengths-based practice in social work. First, pay attention to your language. Words create realities, so replace clinical deficit labels with neutral, asset-based phrasing. Shift focus from what is broken to what internal and external resources are working well. Second, conduct a systematic asset assessment using a strengths-based social work tool, such as the ANZA, the Adult Needs and Strengths Assessment. You can find a free copy in the Case Management Hub platform. I'll show you where to go to get that at the end of the video. And third, make goal setting a co-designed process where the client takes the lead in defining success. When you partner actively with your client for their goals, they have a better chance of reaching success. Let's look at a real-world case study illustrating this reframing in action. When working with clients navigating complex trauma or housing insecurity, it's easy for traditional systems to label people as resistant or non-compliant when there's something else buried underneath. When Maria was referred for housing instability, traditional intake notes labeled her as uncooperative and resistant to structured agency support. But by shifting to a strength-based dialogue, her social worker discovered Maria was fiercely protective of her children, and she was managing tight daily budgets under extreme pressure. Reframing her resistance as protective independence built mutual trust, enabling Maria to co-design a stable, long-term family housing plan. Next, let's break down actionable strengths-based social work questions you can start using in your intake assessments today. Try asking exception-seeking questions, like, can you tell me about a time when this problem wasn't as severe, and what did you do differently? Or resilience questions, such as, given how tough things have been, what inner strengths have helped you keep going? These open-ended questions activate client motivation and support solution-focused social work. Now we're going to look at how to write strengths-based progress notes. And whether you're using a common note type such as SOAP, BURP, DAP, or a custom note template, always balance problem identification with documented client efforts. Highlight client problem-solving attempts and existing coping strategies next to the identified life challenges. Use objective, non-stigmatizing language. Avoid judgmental jargon or reductionist labels. Record client statements and observable behaviors directly, track incremental achievements, record small client wins, skills development, and goal milestones to help build momentum over time. When clients are able to see their progress, it provides real empowerment and motivation. So let's compare some frameworks so you can see how one you may be using differs from the strength-based model in social work practice. Notice how the practitioner's role transforms from an authoritative expert fixing a problem into a collaborative ally, unlocking existing potential. This shift improves client retention, builds stronger therapeutic alliances, and leads to sustainable community reintegration. So let's take a look at each practice dimension. Primary focus. With the traditional deficit model, the focus is on pathology, symptoms, deficits, basically what's wrong. With the strength-based model, the focus is on capabilities, assets, and possibilities. The social work role goes from external expert diagnosing problems in the deficit model to collaborative partner facilitating growth in the strength-based model. Client identity. The client identity shifts from passive recipient or case subject in the deficit model to director and expert of their own life in the strength-based model. And for goal setting, traditional deficit models typically use worker-prescribed treatment plans, where strength-based models use client-led goals and aspirational milestones. So let's wrap things up. Today we covered how shifting from a deficit model to a strength-based approach can completely transform your social work practice. We looked at practical strategies to reframe client challenges, asking asset-focused assessment questions, and writing empowering, non-stigmatizing case notes. By centering on your client's existing resilience and partnering with them on their goals, you foster real and lasting change. If you're ready to streamline your social work case management, automate project notes, and utilize built-in strength-focused assessment templates, click the link in the description below to start a free trial of Case Management Hub. No credit card needed. It's designed to help you save time so you can focus on empowering your clients. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.